Last time we have seen how to create a new database, and now I want to show you how to fill this database with tables and values. So last time we defined the database connect constructor and we executed this statement. So create a new database with the name of Selenium Crypto 1, for example. I execute the statement, and in my localhost you see that we have this database. Now we have to fill it with tables and fill also the tables with the values of my cryptos. So in order to do that, maybe before we see how to make in this query SQL, and then we will execute it on Python. So as I say you, this way of interacting is a very human-friendly way. In fact, for example, in order to define a table, you have to type the following statement: create table if not exist, the name of the database, which is Selenium Crypto 1, so the last one we created, dot the table that I want to create. For example, I want to create a table that contains the values of the Bitcoin, and then I have to write the fields that this table must contain. So this table must have a value, because each crypto has a value with type of double, and a join date, which is in which instant this crypto has this value, and the type is a timestamp because it's an instant of time. Okay, if we execute the query, we see that on our database we have a new table called Bitcoin BTC, and here if I expand, I see also the fields, which are the join date and the value. Okay, let's have a look. So for example, for the value, you see that the type is double and the predefined value is null. So if when you fill your table you don't place any value to your value field, you will obtain null. Let's see here. For example, for the join date, you see that the type is timestamp and the predefined value is current time. So here, if you don't say nothing to your query when you fill up your table, the predefined value is the current timestamp. So it's filled up with the current timestamp that you are writing your value. Okay, let's have a look. In order, okay, this cancel. In order to fill your table, you have to place this statement: insert into the name of the database, the name of the table, the field that you want to fill, and the values that you want to give to this field. So for example, I said, okay, Bitcoin has a value of $50,000. Let's execute, and you see that the value is 50K. This is my imaginary value, and the join date is filled up with the current timestamp, so 11/04/6 January. Okay, this is because to join date I didn't give any value, because here I only placed the value to my value field. So for example, this I can, instead of value, you can place the price, for example. And you must understand that this is a field. So in this field I placed 50k, but in the join date field I didn't place any value, so the table is filled up with the predefined value, which was the current timestamp. So this makes you the life easier, because every time you don't need to pass the timestamp to field, because MySQL knows that must fill this field with the current timestamp. Okay, so now simply shift this statement to our Python environment. And as you see here, I placed the statement create table with the crypto name. So each table has the name of the crypto that I want to fill up, and I wrote the same statement in this way: create table if not exist plus the name of the database dot the name of the table, and I add the string value of type double and join date of type timestamp. Okay, let me execute this statement. For example, here, instead of Bitcoin, I place Ethereum. Execute the program. Update the page. And you see that now a new table is shown up. So Ethereum. Okay, but this table is empty. So if you want to have a resume of the database, you have to click on the database and you have a resume. So table, Bitcoin with 1 row, and Ethereum table with 0 rows, because I just created the table without to filling it. Okay, now I want to fill the table. But before, let's see the code. So to fill the table, as you see before, I have to type the following query statement: insert into database.crypto the value field with the values equal to the value of my crypto, which is, for example, okay, Ethereum, maybe 4,000. So insert into the database.table the value field with the values 4,000. Here value is equal to 4,000. Okay, then execute the query. In order to execute the query, you have to call your myCursor that we created at the beginning when we instantiated our database connection object, and you have to execute the query. So it's the same like to go in the SQL page and to type here insert something. So this object gives you the opportunity to type on the query SQL of my database. And then let's see what happens. Okay, here I create the table, but it was already created before, so it is no more created, because I said here create table if not exist, but this table was already there, so I don't create it anymore. But so I just execute in reality this query. Now come back. Go on the database, and you see that Ethereum is still empty because it has 0 rows. Okay, this is because we have to commit our query. We have to commit our query to our object connection. But this is a sort of confirmation of the operation that you want to do. If you don't write this statement, it does not work. So it is a sort of confirmation. We will see also this statement in GitHub. It's a sort of submit your choice. Okay, so that we have to apply on my database connection, which was created here. So we have to commit our MySQL connection object in order to make our query to be effective. So let's see now. Okay, update, and now you see that the row is created with the value 4000. The join date is this time, so 6 January 11:12. Okay, then as last thing to do, we have to close our connection by means of, sorry, this cancel, by means of this method. So I created in my class this method close, and I said, okay, close my cursor, so you can lose the control of the cursor. So it's a sort of close connection, but we apply the close connection to my cursor. So it's a way to say, okay, I don't have no more queries to submit. So close please the connection. Okay, now you see that it works. Now here you will see 2 lines, but okay, no problem, because I execute also this statement again. Okay guys, so now we have a clear situation on how to fill our database, and we can apply it in real time. So see you next time.